You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
Welcome live to the Ball State Softball Stadium, where we're getting set for a big-time MAC doubleheader between the Ball State Cardinals and the Northern Illinois Huskies. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside today. I'll be doing play-by-play for Game 1. He'll take over for Game 2. We'll have a separate stream for that. That'll start 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So, Lukas, this is a big game for Ball State, 2.5 games behind first place, and they're just looking to create less cushion between them and Ohio and Miami, who's currently undefeated in conference, in order to crank into that first place spot.
Certainly, these are two games that the Cardinals come into expecting to win, and these are two games where they need to come in and execute to be able to get those wins and continue their great season that they're having so far. Brayden, I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
11 games with 5 or more hits in a row. They've won 7 of their last 8 and 4 straight. This is a Ball State team that is on fire. Meanwhile, you look at Northern Illinois, and it's been a struggle for them. While Ball State's in contention for first place, the Huskies are simply trying to break into the top 6, the requirement to make the MAC tournament. They sit at 8-20 on the season, 6 games behind first place, half a game behind 6th place Akron, who holds that final seed in the MAC tournament. So this is a bit of a major doubleheader for these Huskies. They're trying to get all the wins they can to make sure that Akron doesn't get too far away from them. And if they can win even one game today, they'll find themselves in the 6th spot.
Yeah, and they'll find themselves feeling a little more confident going into the rest of their season, beating one of the top teams in the conference with this Ball State team. Something to prove out here for the Huskies today. And I think if they could pull one win away, as you said, Brayden, that would be huge for them.
And, you know, one of the big problems this season for NIU is they just don't have much firepower. But you look at their star players, Madison Matthews, as well as Danielle Stewart. They're going to be the major impacts today, batting at 4th and 3rd, respectively. Matthews with 4 home runs, 23 RBIs on the season, a .393 batting average. Those two are going to have to come up big today for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, those are the people that they rely on to be able to get their runs. Since they have, throughout the team, most of the runs have come from those players this season, bringing in those RBIs. And I think if they're going to want to pull away one win, maybe even get 2 wins here today, the Huskies are really going to lean on their best players.
Meanwhile, Ball State has all of the firepower. You compare just the home runs alone between these two teams on the year. 36 for Ball State and 7 for Northern Illinois. That says just about all you need to know. As well as 50 times, I should say, Ball State has been hit by pitch versus Northern Illinois has been hit by 11. The Cards have been the intimidators this season. They're headed by Michaela Timmons today, batting 2nd. She has 12 home runs and 36 RBIs on the year. She's going to be a tough out for the pitchers today for the Huskies.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you have a slugging percentage that's over 1,000, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Every time she steps up to the plate, she is a threat to go yard, and not only that, do damage just in general. So Michaela Timmons heading this team, this Ball State offense, but it doesn't all come from her. As you said, there's a lot of other great players. McKenna Mulholland is having herself a fantastic year at the plate this year. There's a lot of different ways that Ball State can get you.
Home plate umpires meeting right now with the coaches up center. The umpires today will be third base umpire Lou Davis, first base Jay Motter, and home plate Michael Brown. But looking at the pitchers today for both of these teams, for NIU, we talked about that Danielle Stewart was a top 2 hitter in the rotation for NIU today. She's also going to be the starting right-hand pitcher for the Huskies, hailing from Rockford, Illinois, Lincoln Way East High School, a junior on this team. She's been one of the primary pitchers this season for the Huskies. She has had 12 appearances on the year. She started 10 times with 2 complete games, has pitched a shutout, a 2-8 record on the season, looking to make that record a little better today.
Certainly, and it's very difficult to pitch well in this ballpark here. This is a shorter fence, and with the wind today, it could really carry that ball out of there. So pitchers are going to have themselves a tough one in the circle today.
Anybody batting in the left batter's box today is going to have a field day. 42 degrees, cloudy, with an 8-mile-per-hour wind to the east side. So should see maybe more home runs than we usually see today. It should be a big offensive affair for both of these teams. Then you look at Ball State's starting pitcher. They'll have Brianna Severino out there. She's been pitching pretty well this season, but hasn't seen much so far. 3 games she started, a 0-2 start to the season, but she has been able to produce with 7 strikeouts on the season. She's just trying to lower the amount of walks she gives. 14 on the year. That's kind of been the big difference for her, is she's ended up loading the bases a few times and allowed some runs, but if she can strike out the Huskies today, she'll have a big one.
Absolutely. If she's able to lock in and find that zone, then that's going to be the key to her. She just needs to pound that strike zone and really try and avoid walking and giving any free passes to any batters today. If she's able to do that, then she should set herself up for success.
You know, these are two teams, I should say, that are headed by 2-year head coaches for Ball State. It's Helen Pena in her second year with the Cardinals. They were 29-29 last season, made it all the way to the MAC title game after losing in the second round and then winning back-to-back elimination games, losing 9-0 to Miami in the championship game. And then you look at NIU, they're headed by Catherine Gleason in her second year at NIU. They were 18-34 last season. They didn't play in the tournament, but she is a successful head coach on her career. 173 wins in 9 seasons at Northern Kentucky before taking the job here at Northern Illinois. These are 2 coaches who are still trying to make their full splash in the Mid-American Conference, and they get to meet together as 2 coaches in their sophomore years.
Yeah, and for NIU, this is sort of a rebuilding period right now, trying to build that program up under a newer head coach, and right now in the midst of that going on. But Ball State has been able to have a lot of success here in year number 2 with a newer coach already. 21-8 record so far. That is great.
Somebody just gave you a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You came up here today without a sweatshirt, and I was pretty concerned.
Shout out to my friend Will Wright.
It's cold, dude. Like, if you came out here without a sweatshirt and you didn't have somebody to bring you one, I might have given you my coat. Like, I can deal with this weather. It's cold. It's really cold. It's what I say earlier.
Well, we're not in the sun right now, Brayden. That's the big problem. If we were in the sun, I think I'd be doing all right.
Would it be much of a difference, though? It's 42 degrees, like I said earlier. I was trying to figure that out. It feels like 33. It's chilly today in Muncie, Indiana, and we have a doubleheader here, and then we also have a baseball game on the other side, so a lot of people feeling the chill outside in Muncie today. It's sunny, it looks like spring, but doesn't really feel like spring quite yet. Now you look at the rotations, the starting lineups for both of these teams. Northern Illinois, 1 through 9 is going to be number 4, Jenna Turner, the second baseman. Then number 10, Leah Nance, the left fielder. Pitching and hitting today, number 22, Danielle Stewart. Number 21, the first baseman, Madison Matthews. Center field will have Katie Rampage, my favorite last name on this entire roster. She is wearing number 24 today. There goes my papers. That wind is crazy out here, ladies and gentlemen. Number 13, I got it back before it flew away, so here we go. The catcher, Riley Hartman. Number 8, the shortstop, Elena Powell. Batting 7th, batting 8th will be number 32, the designated hitter, Tess Meyer. And then batting 9th will be right fielder, Ali Rodriguez, the pinch hitter, who we may see today. Number 2, the third baseman, Mia Morera. So this is an NIU team that's just looking to get off of the ground. Not much firepower, but it'll have to do today in this doubleheader. And we are sure to see many of those players again in Game 2. You look at Ball State, their rotation 1 through 9 will be number 7, the shortstop, Mia Peiterzak. Number 4, the catcher, Michaela Timmons. Number 1, the second baseman, McKenna Mulholland. Left field will have number 5, Kara Gunter, batting 4th. Batting 5th will be their designated hitter, Ella Whitney, number 11. Then number 12, Caitlin Gibson in first base. Number 14, the right fielder, Maddie Weaver. At third base will be number 17, Katie Vandermark, and then rounding out the starting 9 will be center fielder Haley Urban, wearing the number 9 today. These are 2 teams that are on different trajectories on the season. They meet today to see who can get the better of each other in this doubleheader.
Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to the Ball State Softball.
PA announcer getting ready to announce things. Assuming the national anthem is coming up pretty soon, so we'll take a break here for a little while, and on the other side, we'll have the start of this game. First pitch, we'll see you there. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptoninn.com. At munciesweets.hamptoninn.com.
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium as we are getting ready for the first pitch of this Game 1 doubleheader between Ball State and Northern Illinois. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside as we have both teams lined up along the foul lines in the infield. National anthem just wrapped up, getting ready to get things going. But first, a ceremonial first pitch, as today is a specialty in Ball State softball history, Lukas, as it was announced earlier this week that Ball State has a legendary player joining the Mid-American Conference Hall of Fame. One of the best players in Ball State softball history, Jenny Gilbert, from 2011 to 2014, one of the best hitters the area has ever seen and the conference has ever seen. Taking the first pitch, it's a bouncer, not quite a strike, but it'll do the job. Congratulations to Jenny Gilbert, newest member of the MAC Hall of Fame.
Yeah, congratulations to her. It certainly left her impact on this program, and you can see it now, honoring her many years later here in 2025.
The festivities are over. Both teams just trying to stay warm here, seeing some jumping jacks on the Huskies side as they walk over to their dugouts. The Huskies will bat first. Ball State will be out in the infield, outfield for the top of this first inning. And Jenna Turner will be due up for NIU, batting .383 on the season, .392 on base percentage. The senior hailing from Marengo, Illinois.
Yeah, that .392 on base percentage is the big reason why she is leading off, and she is in that number one spot. She does her job. She gets on base, and when she's on there, she's also able to move around without having to have her teammates do that for her by getting hits. She has stolen 5 bases in 7 attempts this season, so she's a speedster out of that left-handed batter's box.
And just to mention it again, you said it earlier during the pregame show, but this is ideal hitting for right-handed hitters. With the wind going 8 miles per hour to the east side, these balls will fare well to left field, 200 shallow. It could be a big day offensively for both of these teams.
Absolutely, and with Ball State, they have a lot of right-handed hitters on their team. Everybody except for Kara Gunter in the starting lineup today is a righty, so certainly an advantage for Ball State with all of those righties, and especially with all those powerful righties in the lineup. Key with Michaela Timmons, who can have 12 home runs already this season. Brayden, she certainly is in a good spot to do it again here today.
But we start with a left-handed hitter in Jenna Turner. See if she can hit against the wind. 8 RBIs on the season, empty bases to start things off, but a good opportunity for her as she enters the box. Home plate umpire Michael Brown cleans up his plate, and we're getting ready to go. So here's the leadoff, Jenna Turner, the starting pitcher for Ball State, right-hander Brianna Severino to start things off. This is a Cardinals team that has allowed just 12 home runs on the season, 204 hits allowed compared to the team's 232 offensively. First pitch is going to be a ball.
Good spot on that one. Just Timmons behind the plate, not able to hang on to it. Probably affected the umpire's call there. Sometimes umpires don't like to give a strike call to a dropped pitch.
Framing ever so important for catchers, though. The 1-0 pitch, another ball they'll call a strike. A little bit late of a strike call, but one nonetheless for Severino.
Yeah, painted that outside corner beautifully. That's what she was trying to do with the first pitch, and I think she was able to do it successfully with the first pitch, but there, Timmons able to hold on.
1-1 count, no one aboard, no outs. That one's a bit to the left, and that will be ball 2.
3 pitches in a row here that we've seen Timmons get set up outside, so trying to make the batter go the opposite way, trying to get Turner to hit it to that third base side.
Incredibly shallow infield here. Third base is 3 to 4 feet shallow of third, and that one's down the middle, but fouled to the left side. 2-2 count. Kind of interesting to see Vandermark playing so shallow. Over there at third base, everybody else along the bases, infield scooched in, outfield as well. The 2-2 pitch, Turner swings on it and fouls it again to the left side over the fence.
Turner a slap hitter, which is what I expected her to be coming into the box with her high batting average and her speed, so good reason why the Cardinals are all moved in, expecting her not to put it over their heads.
Turner staying alive in this at-bat. The 2-2 pitch high, swings on it, and that's a base hit right down the shortstop line. Turner goes to first safely, and NIU starts off the day with a hit.
Beautiful piece of hitting right up the middle there. 2-strike approach, and she's able to get a base hit, lead off the game perfectly. Turner, that's how you want to set it up. And I can tell that Ball State's outfield is actually shifted towards left field on a left-handed hitter. You usually see the outfields go pole side, but that is Turner is somebody who likes to hit to the opposite side and was able to do it there even with the shift successfully.
A little bit of a fix for the catcher, Michaela Timmons, getting some new tape on her fingers. Buddy up.
Yeah.
All about the buddy tape. You know
Absolutely.
what that is?
I don't. That's why I was confused at first.
First pitch showing bunt rather, is Leah Nance. Goes down behind her for a strike. But buddy tape is when, specifically linemen do this in football, it's when you tape your fingers together because one broke. So you have the other one to be the support, like that's your buddy. Another show bunt pitch and another strike. 0-2. Nance letting both of these go by her. Might see her swing on this one. But I guess it would make sense in the cold to buddy tape. Maybe you have one finger that's been hit hard. Another swing and a strike. A throw to second base, and there's a pickle. Jenna Turner trapped. And the tag out. 2 outs just like that.
There was a foul ball, actually.
Oh, it's a foul ball.
I thought, well, she took off, and I heard the tip, and I was a little confused. I was waiting for everyone else to realize, hoping that the umpires would call that.
So rather no outs, 0-2 count. Turner still on first. Everybody reacted as though there was no strike, apparently just not hearing the umpire call and playing it out instead. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on to third base. It's another base hit. Turner gets to second, and Nance safely lands aboard at first. That will be an error on shortstop as Mia Peiterzak let that go right by her, diving for it and missing. Dirt on the jersey, but no reward for the effort.
That also went right under the glove of the third baseman, Vandermark.
Both of them missed. Very surprising so far for Ball State.
Well, I think it's a little chilly. It's a little windy. They're a little stiff right now out there, not fully able to get down to the ground to be able to feel the ball. I think that's just from the cold and the start of the game here.
First pitch strike to the outside. Good on Leah Nance, 0-2. The first 2 strikes she saw and showed bunt. Swung on that last one and it resulted in a base hit. Runners on second and first, Turner and Nance respectively. 0-1, she bunts foul. And NIU playing quite conservative to start off here in the first offensively.
Well, NIU this season hasn't had the best offense. They haven't driven in a ton of runs, so what I think they're trying to do is trying to take advantage of an opportunity with runner in scoring position and, 2 runners on base right now. Try to get those runners in at any opportunity they can, which is a pretty good play against this good Ball State team.
0-2 pitch, outside for a ball. 1-2 count. Timmons, the catcher, pretty quickly signaling to first, trying to get the throw out, not in time to Nance. Didn't throw it anyways. No outs, runners on second and first. Severino down deep here. The pitch, swung on. Third base, can't handle it. Tags out at third to force Turner off of the batting cycle, but a safe base hit for Danielle Stewart, the pitcher and hitter today.
Nice play at third by Vandermark to knock that ball down and then to get the lead runner at first. Excellent play by her to stick with it as she bobbled it at first. It was a pretty hot shot.
So Severino with 1 out now, but runners again on second and first. Swing short to the infield, throw to first from the shortstop is in time. Third baseman, rather, as that's Vandermark throwing safely to Gibson for the second out. Stewart goes aboard to second. Meanwhile, Jenna Turner sits at third.
Severino's done a good job of not letting up a lot of hard hit contact so far.
So Kaylee Rampage up to bat. For NIU, batting .297 on the season, same on-base percentage with 4 RBIs.
That is a great last name.
Fantastic. It's one of my favorite last names. Swung on and sent straight to the pitcher for the safe out. And that was Leah Nance rather at third, trying to go home there, but with the out, there will be no run for NIU. So 2 safe ground outs get Severino out of the jam. And after the top of the first, it's still 0-all. You're listening to Ball State Softball and SportsLink Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The score after the top of the first, still 0-0 as Ball State gets ready to hit. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside, and that was an unfortunate one for NIU, leaving two players around the bases and no runs earned in the process. Brianna Severino keeping the goose egg up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, great pitching by Severino to get out of the jam, but NIU really missed a prime opportunity. As you said, they had two runners in scoring position. We're not able to get either of them in.
Maya Piterzak up to bat for Ball State. Righty to righty, and the first pitch is a ball to the outside. So Danielle Stewart has to be feeling some sort of confidence here with a hit of her own in the top of the first, and now she's the pitcher starting things off for NIU. And a hit by pitch. Stewart catching Piterzak on the inside on just the second pitch of her start.
Next up for your Cardinals, the catcher, number 4, Michaela Timmons.
Yeah, Maya's going to like that for her on-base percentage. It's going to be going up after that.
Yeah, the 51st time the Ball State Cardinal has been hit by a pitch this season. First pitch to Michaela Timmons, a ball to the outside, 1-0 count. 0 outs with Piterzak aboard at first. Pitch another one outside, and it will be a 2-0 count.
Very interested to see how they pitch to Michaela Timmons today. Are they going to pitch around her, or are they going to attack her at some point?
The wind's blowing harder. A good chance for Timmons to get a strong hit. That pitch is down the middle for another late strike call. 2-1 count.
They're heavy on that outside corner today, Brayden.
Very heavy. Catches it again, fouled over the back press box for a 2-2 count now. Michaela Timmons facing an unkind count. .675 on base percentage this season, 12 home runs. The 2-2 pitch up high. Piterzak going for second, and she steals it successfully. The throw from Hartman to Turner not in time.
Yeah, Stewart, that's the first time that she has not pounded that outside edge of the zone, and right now you can't miss inside because Timmons will turn and burn.
And there's the ball. The fourth ball, and that will send Michaela Timmons over to first base. So 2 Cardinals aboard, both without having to take a hit. Although I guess you could say Piterzak had to take a hit one way or the other.
Yeah.
Just not off the bat. So a mound visit here, not for head coach Catherine Gleason, but between the infielders and pitcher Danielle Stewart. Tough start to the bottom of the first for NIU.
You know, this is certainly a situation where good defense and a little bit of luck and some good pitching can get Stewart out of this jam. We saw that exact same thing in the top half of this very inning with the Cardinals doing it. So certainly it's a jam that she could get out of, but it's going to be difficult with McKenna Mulholland at the plate.
She sees the first pitch, a strike called to the outside, pinging that corner again. .288 batting average, .471 on base for Mulholland. She has 2 home runs this season, 22 RBIs. Swings on the second pitch, fouled to the infield on the left side for an 0-2 count. She is facing the tough hole now. No outs, not much danger for Ball State. Rather for NIU, with runners on second and first in Piterzak and Timmons. The 0-2 pitch, framed, not enough to warrant strike 3. It's a 1-2 count.
Great eye by Mulholland there. That's a really tough pitch to lay off in an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 swung on to the outfield, left field. Nance has it. And that's the first out of the bottom of the first. All runners stay at their bases.
Good piece of contact by Mulholland, but that's a great pitch by Stewart to try and hit that outside half because Mulholland hit that one to left field. So because she's trying to pull a ball that's on that outer half of the plate, that's going to not end up being as powerful as it would be if it were to be on the inside part.
Brings up Kara Gunter, batting .222 on the season. First pitch, a strike to the outside of the left-handed hitter. No home runs, no RBIs this season. Looking to get something cracking here. Swings on that high, and it's a strike again. 0-2 count. Stewart starting to feel herself here in the bottom of the first.
The only lefty in the starting lineup today for the Cardinals.
0-2 to the outside and just outside as it's a ball. 1-2 count.
That's a really good 0-2 pitch by Stewart right on that outside half. It's a 50-50, and luckily for Gunter is able to get the call.
Fouls that to the backstop for another 1-2 pitch coming up. Gunter staying alive here. Runners still at second and first in Peter, Zach, and Timmons. One out, coming off a fly out from Mulholland. 1-2 pitch, a short dribbler to the pitcher, and that will be the first out. All runners advance, second out rather. Peter, Zach now at third, Timmons at second. Gunter swinging on it and didn't catch much. The wind unkind to her that time. So I'll bring up Ella Whitney, a regular pitcher on this squad, batting .333. Both in hitting average and on-base percentage. 1 home run, 4 RBIs this season. Empty count pitch, low for a ball, 1-0 count. Score still 0-0. Runners at third and second, scoring opportunity for Ball State with 2 outs and a 1-0 count for Ella Whitney. Swings on it high, fly ball to left field, not going to go over, and it is caught safely by Nance to leave 2 runners on base and no runs for the Cardinals as we head to the second. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The score through 1 inning, 0-0. Both teams leaving 2 on base in the process of a scoreless inning. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside. What did you see in that first inning that maybe was the result of an empty one?
Well, I mean, it just kind of seemed disappointing from both sides, with starting off with two runners on base and no outs, and then eventually getting to where they were able to put runners in scoring position on second and third with 2 outs and not capitalizing on that, Brayden. That seems like an instance where both teams would certainly want to jump and get at least 1 run in, and they weren't able to do that. Some good pitching and some good defense to get out of it. So, so far, really evenly matched first inning and almost identical for both of these teams.
So a new pitcher up for Ball State, as it's going to be Ella Whitney. Just one inning for Severino. Swung on by Riley Hartman over to third base for the quick out.
Excellent play defensively over there at the hot corner by Katie Vandermark. Was able to read the roll of that ball and knew that she had to come in on it, attacked it, throw on the run, on the money. Great play by the junior.
I'll bring out Alana Powell now for NIU. Batting .254 on the season, 2 RBIs, no runners aboard for NIU after that quick ground out. First pitch up high for the ball. You can see a bit of the frustration from Michaela Timmons. Home plate umpire Michael Brown is a bit late with these calls. She's always looking back and waiting for the possible strike. 1-0 count, the pitch low for ball 2 to the outside. Trying to paint that bottom corner. Unsuccessful that time. Aya Whitney, a junior from on this team from Martinsville, Indiana. Another ball on that pitch, 3-0 count. She's had 3 appearances this season. 2 of them were complete games. 1-1 on the season. The 3-0 pitch, down the pipe for a strike.
Now, Powell has an excellent eye at the plate. She's walked 6 times this season, has a .319 on-base percentage with only a .254 batting average.
3-1 count, and that one's a ball to the outside to send Powell successfully on base.
Next up, the designated player, number 32, Tess Meyer.
So here's the designated player, Tess Meyer, wearing number 32 today. NIU wearing the red pants with the black jerseys, red trim, and white numbers. Ball State with black pants, white jerseys, red numbers with the black trim. 1 out, 1 runner aboard. Pitch swung on, sent to third base for another out, going for the double play. Not successful, but successfully getting Tess Meyer out at first. Once again, Vandermark getting in the action from third base to force the throw out.
Yeah, interesting to see Vandermark not even take a look at second base there. She was thinking first base all the way, not even going for the double play.
Maybe the speed of Elena Powell getting in her way. So that brings up Allie Rodriguez as she watches the first pitch go by for a strike. Didn't think that one was coming. 2 out, she has a tough situation for her. A runner on second. She can hit it far enough to the outfield, maybe can send her home. That time the pitch is to the outside for a called ball, 1-1 count. Rodriguez, one of the less productive hitters on this NIU team, batting .167 on the season, .286 on base. The 1-1 pitch with 2 outs, down the middle. Too low for another ball, 2-1 count.
Yeah, that one looked like it was right at the knees, so just barely below that strike zone. Good eye at the plate.
The 2-1 pitch. High, swung on, and another foul over to left field. The wind carrying that one. So a 2-2 count. 2 outs, Powell waiting for something to warrant her action from second. NIU still scoreless. 2-2 pitch, another foul, this time behind to the left.
Yeah, Rodriguez, these past 2 swings have just been wasting him trying to stay alive. Interesting to see. She is way behind in that pitch. She needs to get her hips going earlier to be able to turn around on a ball and put it in the outfield.
Ella Whitney looking to get out of this frame unscathed. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second. The pitch, another foul to the left.
Yeah, her hands are lagging behind right now. She needs to get around on that ball. See her practicing it right before she steps up to the plate. Hopefully, for her sake, she can go up there and put those results on the field.
See if she can get it this time. 2-2, needs something. Whitney, anything but a ball. The pitch, another foul to the left, and you can see some frustration from Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, she's just simply behind right now. If I'm Whitney, I'm not changing the approach. I'm attacking with fastballs. I'm going to bring the heat and just continue to try and overpower Rodriguez.
4 fouls in this at-bat, all of them sent to the left. The 2-2 pitch once more outside for the ball. Rodriguez staying alive. Mello Whitney looking to get out. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on second. The pitch. Swung on this time. It's inside to the left for another out, as that is Vandermark again at third base making the play. So NIU 2 innings and no runs in either of them to send Ball State up to bat next. You're listening to Ball State Softball presented by SportsLink Digital Radio. Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. Another runner left in the cycle for NIU as the score remains 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside for this game number 1 of the doubleheader between Ball State and Northern Illinois. The Cards sitting at 6-2 on the season in Mid-American Conference play, 2.5 games behind Miami, undefeated on the year in conference. First pitch for Danielle Stewart is a strike, rather, an 0-1 count. Caitlin Gibson up to bat for Ball State, watching that one go by. The home plate umpire up on his feet.
Leading off. The bottom of the second.
He was waiting for the PA announcer to correctly announce who was up to bat. I believe that was the situation. Second pitch, a ball down low, almost into the dirt, 1-1 count.
I was looking around trying to see what everyone was waiting on. Everybody was waiting, but nobody was doing anything.
Well, shout out to the home plate umpire, making sure that Gibson gets her due respect. Third pitch, a strike, 1-2 count. Gibson batting .220 on the season, 1 home run. Watches that one go by high for a 2-2 count. Swings on that pitch, and it's a strike. First out of this inning for Ball State.
Excellent pitch from Stewart there. Bottom of the lineup's up. You're going to want to challenge on 2 strikes, and she's able to do that there and get the strikeout.
So that brings up Maddie Weaver, 17 RBIs on the season, batting .225, but there's a strike again from Danielle Stewart. Still waiting to see the Cardinals get active. No hits so far. 2 runners on base in the last inning, as that's a check swing foul tip to the back fence, 0-2 count, but 2 runners left on the base in the first inning, and both of those got a board off of pitching errors, a hit by pitch, and a walk. See what Maddie Weaver can do here. Third pitch high for the 1-2 count.
Stewart back-to-back batters has tried to get them to swing at the high heat. Hasn't been successful either time, but able to get the strikeout both times.
Caught her looking. Great pitch to the inside. 2 outs just like that for Danielle Stewart in the bottom of the second. That brings up Katie Vandermark to try and end the drought.
Vandermark has flashed the leather today. Let's see what she can do with the bat.
Swings on the first. Fly foul over the back fence. 0-1 count for Katie Vandermark. Hailing from Watson, Louisiana. The farthest player from home on this Ball State roster. Or in this rotation, rather, excuse me. For second pitch, a ball, 1-1 count. Still no runners aboard for Ball State. 2 outs. Stewart, the pitch. Good framing by Hartman, but not enough to warrant a strike. 2-1 count.
Thought about it. It looked like he was going to call that one a strike he was moving to, but last second decided it was going to be a ball.
That pitch is another ball, 3-1 count. This is Katie Vandermark's first opportunity to get on base this season. The pitch. Inside, and it's ball 4.
Good at bat there for Vandermark. Able to get something started here and maybe bring in a 2-out rally.
Brings up Haley Urban, the 9-hitter for this team, 269 on the season, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs. First pitch swings on it strong, but a strike right behind her, 0-1 count.
I like the aggression swinging on the first pitch, but Stewart able to throw an excellent pitch right by Urban there for strike 1.
The 0-1 pitch, another strike. That one's up high, and Urban is caught swinging. 0-2 count. A runner on first. The pitch, high. Maybe just trying to catch her again. Stewart with a incredibly high pitch. That time, Urban waits on it successfully. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Vandermark on first. The pitch. Swung on, belted, foul over the fence to the left side. The wind maybe carrying that ball a little too far for Urban.
I liked the previous pitch from Stewart. It was trying to get her to chase. It was a bit too outside, though, not competitive there. She hung a breaking ball, and that's not what you want to do.
That's another foul for Haley Urban, sending that one to the back fence. Catching it off the bounce was the NIU catcher. And Hartman. Riley Hartman, that is. No ricochet outs counted, and there's a strike dished by Danielle Stewart right down the pipe to leave another runner on base for Ball State to end the second. It's still 0-0. You're listening to Ball State Softball presented by SportsLink Digital. Victory Honda of Muncie. We'll be right back for the third.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptonin.com. At munciesweets.hamptonin.com.
From trivia night at Brothers and tater tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The score still scoreless here through 2 innings, with NIU ready to hit the top of the order up. Jenna Turner in the batter's box. I'm Brayden Carroll with Lukas Thatcher alongside for this game one of the doubleheader. Again at the mound for Ball State is Ella Whitney. Pitched a successful second inning, leaving one runner on the base, no hits allowed. Looking to continue what she started here in the third.
For me, this is when NIU really needs to attack and get some runs on the board. Ball State has had some pretty unsuccessful attempts hitting-wise so far, and right now for NIU, they have the top of their order up, and Ball State is about to have their top of their order up. Right now, you don't want to continue to just let the innings go on and not score if you're the Huskies. Right now is when you strike.
Jenna Turner, the senior. The first pitch of the third inning swings on it, another foul over the left fence.
She really likes to hit to that opposite side of the field, doesn't she, Brayden?
Everybody's following the wind today, it feels like. Haven't seen many hits even get close to the right side.
And it's strange to see a defense shift to the opposite side to a hitter like the Cardinals are with Turner.
0-1 count, another foul. That one a little more shallow to left. 0-2 count. Jenna Turner, a senior from Marengo, Illinois. Transfer from Rock Valley College in Rockford, Illinois.
You know, with Turner's speed, if she's able to get around on one and poke one in the outfield, that could turn into a triple potentially.
That pitch is outside into the right batter's box for the first ball of this at-bat. 1-2 count. One-two pitch. Short dribbler over to the shortstop, Peiderzak, and an easy throw out at first.
That's a great out to get to begin the inning for the Cardinals. Maybe the most dangerous hitter on that team, the hardest hitter to get out. Turner, who's just so pesky, such a problem to get out, and able to kick that off with an out number one. The Cardinals are set up excellently here in the top of the third.
Up comes the freshman, Leah Nance. She swings on the first pitch straight to Whitney at the pitching mound, and it's an easy ground out again for Ball State to handle. The infield successful here in the third inning.
Well, Whitney's taking care of business quickly here in this half of the inning. See if she can close it out with a 1-2-3. Would be the first 1-2-3 of the game.
Pitcher on pitcher with Danielle Stewart in the batter's box. Swings on the first pitch and fouls it to the backstop.
Now, Stewart's probably feeling a little confident going up right now, even though she's hitting with nobody on and 2 outs. She has pitched very well these past few innings, especially in that last one, striking out the side.
Stewart from Frankfort, Illinois, a junior, All-MAC first-team recipient last season. Watches that pitch go by for a ball. 1-1 count, but one of the best players NIU has had as of late. She pitched the first no-hitter since 2006 against Bowling Green, April 26th last season, and she is a certain threat in the batter's box as well, as that pitch is another ball. 2 home runs on the season, 15 RBIs. She's been effective, both as a hitter and a pitcher.
2-1, she's got a hitter's count right now.
Whitney, the pitch. To her knees, almost a hit-by pitch. Stewart gets out of the way of it, and it's a 3-1 count. Very advantageous to Stewart.
Right now, I'm coach. I'm giving her the green light. You've got nobody on, 2 outs. Let her swing.
She swings on it, and it's another foul dribbling to the left side. Just outside of third base, 3-2, full count. Whitney trying to escape with the 1-2-3. Just the wind-up and the pitch. Swung on. First pitch to really go to the right side, and it's caught on the fly by Weaver. Over in the right field. for the third out. 1-2-3, courtesy of Ella Weaver. What a catch.
What an excellent play out there in right and foul ground by Weaver. Flashing the leather a little bit, giving the fans a show. That is an excellent play and an excellent way to end the top half of the third for the Cardinals. 1-2-3, go the Huskies.
Maybe some energy to bring the hitters up at the bottom of the third. Ball State into the batter's box with the score still at 0-0. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptoninn.com. At munciesweets.hamptoninn.com.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The top of the order due for Ball State with Maya Piterzak up at the batter's box, facing a 0-0 score and the start of the bottom of the third. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside as we're getting ready to get going. It hasn't been much offensive firepower for either team so far. NIU hasn't had a hit since the first, and Ball State still with a goose egg in the hit category.
Yeah, this is when you're going to want to attack for Ball State. Top of the order up. You've already seen this pitcher, Stewart, one time through the order. Now they got to pounce and actually do some damage.
Swung on, infield fly, caught safely by the second baseman Turner. So just like that, first pitch results in an out for Maya Piterzak. Brings up Michaela Timmons.
Next up for your Cardinals, the catcher, number 4, Michaela Timmons.
Her walk-up song is great, by the way. I love 5 on it. That's from Last Chance U, by the way. First pitch, a ball, 1-0 count. It's not from Last Chance U, but that's what I remember it from and what I always assume people hear it from. Although I doubt she watches Last Chance U. If she does, that's cool, because, I mean, it's a great show.
I love that song, and I do not know it from Last Chance U.
Well, maybe my way of thinking is just wrong.
Well, at least we can agree that it's a good song.
Can you agree it's a good show?
Yeah, why not?
Have you watched Last Chance
I
U?
have not.
Okay. The way that you presented that, I knew you hadn't watched it. So a 2-1 count after a ball and then a foul tip to the backstop. The 2-1 pitch is another ball. 3-1 count into the dirt. As Hartman couldn't gather it as the catcher for NIU. 3-1 count with 1 out, nobody aboard for Michaela Timmons. Swings, fly ball, shallow outfield, caught safely by Rampage. Fell to her feet, not for a diving catch, but rather lost her footing, still makes the catch, so 2 outs just like that for Danielle Stewart.
Her dugout's giving her, laughing at her a little bit from falling down out in center field, making that play.
That was interesting. She didn't need to dive for it. She just fell by accident, but kept her eye on the ball, still made the catch. Still going to get some chirping from the dugout, of course. All in good fun. McKenna Mulholland up to bat for Ball State. Watches the first pitch go high for the ball. Could see another 1-2-3 here, this time courtesy of Stewart if she can get Mulholland out.
Yeah, Stewart done an excellent job in the circle today. Hasn't even given up a hit.
That ball again to the outside, so 2-0 count for Mulholland, one of the best hitters on this rotation from Ball State. 2 home runs with 22 RBIs, but nobody aboard. Swings on the 2-0 pitch, fouled over the press box. 2-1 count. McKenna Mulholland, a redshirt junior hailing from Oviedo, Florida. second team All-MAC twice over in 2023 and 2024. Watches the 2-1 pitch go by, high again, 3-1 count.
Holland at second base day. Brayden, she can play just about anywhere on the diamond. She is excellent defensively wherever she goes.
Swings on that pitch, fouled, maybe an opportunity to catch, ends up in the bullpen on the right side. Luckily, nobody in there for NIU. Just a camera op for the ESPN Plus broadcast. That's an expensive camera. 3-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch, low, and it's a ball. That'll send Mulholland over the first. Seeing the full count successfully, swinging through some fouls and getting aboard. So in comes Kara Gunter, trying to get something going here for this Ball State offense that has come up empty thus far. 3 runners aboard, 4 runners, all of them off of walks or hit by pitches. Pitch, low for a ball. 1-0 count, trying to touch the outside corner.
You know, we could see a attempted stolen base here from Mulholland with 2 outs and trying to get in that scoring position,
She's stolen 11 bases this season. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. That pitch goes by for the strike, a 1-1 count now. The pitch, this time to the outside, and another ball, 2-1 count. As everybody's keeping their eyes on Mulholland over at first, showing major signs of wanting to take second. 2-1 count, swung on, fly ball, and that's an opportunity for the catch. Underhand scoop made by Morera, the third baseman, to end the inning. And once again, we go through a frame with no score, 0-0, heading into the fourth with NIU due up at the batter's box. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. NIU up to bat with a scoreless score still between both of these teams in Game 1 of this doubleheader in Mid-American Conference play. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside Madison Matthews up to bat for the Huskies, just trying to get anything going for a game that hasn't seen much energy.
Yeah, Brayden, only 2 hits so far, each of those for the Huskies. And not a lot going on offensively. Certainly been a pitcher's duel so far in this game.
Matthews batting .393 on the season, a dribbler on the first pitch straight to Whitney for the safe ground out. And that's just about how this game has gone so far.
Yeah, Whitney's had to make a few plays defensively with the glove at that pitcher's mound, and she's done a good job so far. Gotten a few comebackers, able to take care of all of them. Has definitely been busy in that circle.
And the wind's made it so difficult for any of these balls, especially the infield hits, to gain any leverage. A lot of them have just dribbled straight to her. As Rampage swings on the first pitch for a foul to the right side over the fence. So an 0-1 count, 1 out, nobody aboard. As Whitney is pitching once again beautifully. Second pitch rather, a strike, 0-2 count. It's only been 3 pitches so far, an opportunity to maybe get a quick frame here. Something under 9. 0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled, into the NIU dugout.
That's an excellent 2-strike approach there by Rampage. Able to poke her bat out and just spoil one that would have been close to the strike zone, but not good enough to get a good hit on. That's exactly what you want to do as a batter in that situation.
She can get on base. She's dangerous. 7th in the MAC for stolen bases last season. She hasn't had any yet, just waiting for her opportunities. She's only seen 37 at-bats so far this season compared to 103 last season. 0-2 count, 1 out, nobody aboard. Whitney, the pitch, up high over the head of Timmons. Luckily, nobody on base, so not a problem, but not a great pitch from Whitney. A 1-2 count.
Yeah, even on 0-2, even if you're trying to get the batter to chase, you still want it to be a competitive pitch, because if it's not, then it's just not offering you any value there.
And it certainly doesn't raise the confidence as another ball there for Whitney. 2-2 count.
Another pitch that's just not competitive there. That one, another wasted pitch from Whitney. If she's going to miss the zone, she's going to need to make it at least competitive, at least make Rampage swing at it and try and put it in play.
The catches her to swing on the outside there, and that results in the out.
That's exactly what I think she was trying to do with those previous 2 pitches and wasn't able to do. Trying to get it just outside the zone, but competitive enough to where Rampage is going to have to swing at it.
And we're going to see a switch in something of the attire of Ella Whitney.
I think it's her wristband, yeah.
Why would you need to switch the wristband? Genuine question. Did it get cold? Like, do they heat them up?
They could heat. That would be a good idea to heat them up.
It would make sense. Riley Hartman up to bat for NIU. Watches the first pitch go ball to the outside. Batting 182 on the season. It's been an uphill climb for her, hailing from Illinois, Herscher High School. Watches another pitch go ball. Whitney starting to lose a bit of the control on trying to get these NIU hitters to swing. Still, though, 2 outs with no one aboard. She hasn't given up a hit yet. The pitch down the pipe for the strike.
If I'm Whitney, I'm attacking right now. I'm going to pound that strike zone. I'm just going to, that's what I'm doing. I'm attacking right now. You're at the bottom of the order. For the Huskies are at the bottom of their order right now. 2 outs. I'm attacking.
The pitch swung on over the head. Oh, a diving catch not in time by Mulholland in second base. She went sky high for it, not diving but jumping on a pop-up, and she...
You can see her laughing about it right now.
I mean, that's frustrating. She had it in her glove and then
she had it in her hand. She had it in her hand, too. She got it with her bare hand because she bobbled it, and then she dropped the bobble.
A crazy carom that would have been a highlight play. Instead, it's a single for Riley Hartman to bring Elena Powell up to bat. Swinging on the first pitch. Beautiful strike by Whitney. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Powell trying to keep the good times rolling before the end of this frame. The first hit for the Huskies since the first inning. Pitch to the outside of the right-handed hitter, Powell, for a ball. 1-1 count. Hartman, not really a threat around the bases. Hasn't stolen a base yet this season. Powell, meanwhile, she's stolen 4. If she can get up there, she'll be a danger. The pitch into the dirt for another ball. 2-1 count. Powell, a Chicago native, all-MAC freshman last season, saw action in 23 games, started 14 of them, and batted .425. It's been a bit of a struggle this season for her, batting .254, but starting to find her footing as of late. Swings on that pitch for the 2-2 count now, and it's danger zone for NIU. Trying not to leave another runner on base. They've left 4 up there so far. The windup and the pitch. Outside, did she catch the corner? Not quite. It's a ball. Full count.
Excellent pitch there on 2-2. Just missing that edge. I mean, that's a tough one to get by for Whitney.
A tough break, but still an opportunity. Can't pitch a ball here. Down the pipe. Foul tip back. Almost caught by the catcher, Timmons, but gets by her, and it will remain 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Both Stewart and Whitney have done an excellent job today of getting to 2 strike counts early on. And I think that's why we haven't seen a lot of runs today, is that every hitter, it seems like, has been working from behind.
Whitney, the heater, fouled along the left line. Powell just trying to stay alive here. 16 hits on the season. She walked in her first at-bat of the game in the second. Made it to second base before being left up there at the end of the frame. Trying to get around the cycle again. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Whitney, the pitch. Swung on. Dribbler right to Whitney. And the safe throw. Although they are going to call it a foul as it bounced along.
Off her foot.
Yep. Bounced off of her foot. So full count. Good catch, Lukas.
Yeah, usually they're going to know if it hit him in the foot and if it went off of him. That's why she didn't even leave the box. It seemed like everyone seemed to be confused why she wasn't.
And swings on the full count pitch, a strikeout for Ella Whitney. She has not lost the gas, and it is still scoreless. Heading into the top of the 4th with Ball State due up into the batter's box. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptoninn.com. At munciesweets.hamptoninn.com.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball. The score still 0-0 with the Cards up to bat here at the bottom of the 4th. Looking for something here in this doubleheader. You don't want this game to go too long if you're either of these teams, just for the sake of fatigue. So both teams hoping to do something here, although a defensive battle is definitely a plus for either of these teams.
Yeah, I'm certainly curious to see how long Stewart can keep up this successful pitching against this excellent offense that Ball State has, because she has been excellent today.
Her 56th pitch is a hit-by pitch.
That's going to sting, too.
Didn't quite see. Did you happen to catch where that caught Whitney?
It caught her right on, I believe, the hand. Yeah, right on her right hand, which is going to be difficult because Whitney is pitching for the Cardinals, and she got hit in her pitching wrist.
That's frustrating.
And with this cold today, that's going to sting a bit more than it usually would.
Wind chill nonetheless, as the athletic staff will come out to first base just to check on Whitney, see if she's still good, perhaps asking if she feels like she can still pitch in the next inning. Infield meets as well for NIU at the pitching mound.
She got hit in the hand. That's one of the worst places that you could get hit. You usually, if you're going to want to get hit, you want to get hit in either the back or the thigh. The thigh is the best spot to get hit, but you get hit in the knee, you get hit in the hand, or obviously the head. Those are the places where they're going to hurt the most.
I think the places that are the worst to get hit by anything is hands or feet, other than head. I think chest is a close second, or I guess third in this case. I have hands and feet tied for first because those really sting. You got to use your toes, you got to use your hands. So you constantly feel just that sting. And we're going to see a pinch hitter up, or a pinch runner, excuse me, for Ball State. So it's going to be Veronica Peiterson, pinch running. Caitlin Gibson up to bat for Ball State. Watches the first pitch go foul, and a pickle caught in by Peiterson. She's running to second. Can she get there in time? Not quite, running directly into the second baseman. Shortstop, rather, Powell coming in to make the play. So there's an out for NIU.
Well, that did not work at all. It was supposed to be a bunt. Gibson showed bunt, and her missing the bunt ended up with a pickle for Peiterson.
Not great for Ball State, not great for Peiterson, coming immediately into the game as the pinch runner. Gibson swings on that pitch, strike right behind her, a 1-1 count.
NIU catching a break there.
First pitch, a ball. Third pitch, rather. It's actually, yes, it's a ball. It took a little while for that to end up on the scoreboard, a 1-2 count. The pitch swung on high and fouled to the back. Caught off the ricochet by the catcher, Hartman.
She's smiling about it.
She's done that twice now.
Yeah, she has. Probably wishing that they would count.
Playing a little racquetball out there. Swings on that, and it's another strike dished by Danielle Stewart. She is on fire.
Stewart with a nasty changeup. And what I said in the top half of this inning is that both pitchers today have done such a great job of getting to 2 strike counts early on, right? She was able to start this by getting to 0-2, threw a ball, and then gets the strikeout. Excellent pitching today so far for both sides, especially with Stewart. Again, has not given up a hit so far to this Cardinals offense.
So that brings up Maddie Weaver to try and get things going for Ball State. Watches that pitch go for a ball. Maddie Weaver, an impact player on this team, senior. 2024 academic All-MAC. Heading into this season, she has played in 41 games, 22 starts. This season, she's seen 24 starts, 26 games played in total. Sends that pitch foul, a 1-2 count. Batting .225 on the season, 1 home run. Right-handed batter trying to catch the wind, watches that ball go high. 2-2 count. No one aboard with 2 outs. Very familiar situation for Ball State with Stewart dishing at the mound. 4 strikeouts in this game. And a hit by pitch. Weaver did not even try to get out of the way of that ball. A slow riser straight to the thigh. That is the second hit by pitch of this inning. 3rd overall for Danielle Stewart. So that brings up Katie Vandermark. She walked in the 2nd inning looking for some kind of hit here in Ball State's first with a runner at first. 1 stolen base this season for Maddie Weaver as she's showing that she wants to run. That first pitch is a ball. Weaver hailing from Indianapolis, Franklin Central grad. Swings on the second pitch, a strike. 1-1 count. Her 47th career start this season. Stewart still dishing at the mound. The pitch. Good framing, not good enough for the ball. Not good enough for the strike, rather, as it is a ball. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Weaver trying to get moving at first.
Vandermark needs to be aggressive here.
Foul tip to the back track, 2-2 count. Vandermark rather from Watson, Louisiana. Weavers from Indianapolis. Vandermark, a transfer from McNeese, where she played in 2022. Another foul tip to the backstop, and another 2-2 count. Vandermark just staying alive. She was able to do so in the second inning, that walk coming on a full count. Included several foul balls forced, and she gets another full count. A ball up high. The pitch, fouled over the top of the back fence. Vandermark doing a great job today of staying alive.
Yeah, we've got a battle right now, and we should see Weaver take off here with full count and 2 outs.
The pitch, again fouled to the back. Another one over the fence. The Cars are in danger today.
Yeah, that looked identical there, Brayden. That looks like it went out in the exact same spot as the previous pitch.
It basically did. We're going to run out of balls.
Yeah, we might.
A lot of fouls over the fences. The pitch, down the pipe. Too low, and it's a ball.
The Cardinals might have something cooking a little bit here, Brayden. 2-out rally. That was a really good at-bat by Vandermark, and she was pretty hyped to get that walk. Won it in the end, and now we might see a 2-out rally here from the Cards.
Vandermark continuing to improve on her .325 OBP. Second walk of the game brings up Haley Urban as she watches the first ball go by for a strike. Stewart has done a tremendous job of getting up early, but we've seen some battles at the batter's box. And several walks Stewart has been forced into. That pitch swung on, sent to the shortstop, and a safe out at second. Again, Powell making the play to end the inning. And we are still at 0-0, folks. Heading into the fifth, NIU due up to bat. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. We'll be right back.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptonin.com. At munciesweets.hamptonin.com.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The score is still 0-0 here in Game 1 of the Ball State Northern Illinois Mid-American Conference doubleheader. I'm Brayden Carroll. Lukas, Thatcher alongside. Still haven't seen much action hitting-wise for Ball State. 0 hits. They've been walked a few times. 3 hit-by pitches to go alongside that, but just not much impact. In total, 6 runners have been left on base for Ball State to bring up NIU. Ella Whitney, despite injuring her hand on a hit-by pitch in the last inning, is still the pitcher here. Kayla Estrada up to bat, a pinch hitter for NIU. Hailing from Riverside, California, Martin Luther King High School. That pitch is a strike.
Good to see Whitney doing all right after getting hit and pinch ran for in that previous inning.
So Kayla Estrada coming in for Tess Meyer, who grounded out in the second inning. Watches that pitch go by for a ball. Still confident pitching from Whitney, sends that one high, another ball. Estrada batting .333 on the season in 15 at-bats. She's started 2 times. This is her 13th appearance of the season. The wind-up, the pitch, swung on and belted down the left field line. Is that a home run? Yes, it is. Is it? Not quite. Wow, that was close.
That was close. They call it foul. It looked like it was. It's really hard to tell when it goes over that pole, and that one was over the pole, and it's really hard to tell from this angle that we're at, Brayden, if it was directly over the pole. Umpire says not, that it was to the left, and that will be a long strike two.
Sent just over the left field wall, foul. That pitch sent to second base, caught successfully off the bounce by Mulholland for the safe out, and that is a tough one for Estrada.
That's an excellent play going way up all the way towards the actual base. Mulholland making an excellent play, showing off her range, and that was something that was big to her, was the defense up the middle of that infield. She talked to me about it before the season, that was a big goal of hers, was to be the best middle infield, and they certainly are a great pair up the middle. That is Mulholland and Pietrzak.
That brings up Allie Rodriguez, who bunts, and that was not going anywhere. Sent maybe a foot past home plate. An easy play for Timmons to make the catcher, and that's the second out.
Yeah, Timmons pounces on that short bunt immediately. Didn't have any roll to it, so that just stopped, and able to pick it up and fire it right down to first. And Kayla Timmons, excellent defensively as a catcher, and certainly excellent with the bat.
Back to the top of the order for NIU, Jenna Turner up to bat. Watches the first pitch go low for the ball. Whitney's still trying to paint that outside corner. Doesn't have as much control as she had earlier in this game. Trying once more and misses again, 2-0 count.
You know, when your hands are cold, it's really hard to get the right grip on the ball to be able to pitch it well. And right now that could be coming into effect as both Whitney and Stewart continue to pitch in this game.
The wind up, the pitch swung on and fouled. They'll say off of her foot, I believe.
Yeah, either that or it went straight down to home plate. Might have hit off of home plate. She's moving around a little bit. That probably hit her foot.
Either way, it's the first strike of the at-bat in a 2-1 count. With 2 outs, nobody aboard for NIU. Turner singled in the first inning and a ground out the third, and that one again into the dirt, this time not off of Turner's bat, and it's a ball, 3-1 count.
Turner's so difficult to get out just because she really knows how to work an at-bat, and she really makes it hard to try and get her out. She's going to make it as difficult as possible every time.
The 3-1 pitch, swung on, sent straight to the left fielder, Gunter, who makes the catch in stride. And another frame with no runs scored. For NIU, they have 3 hits, but a still goose egg up on the scoreboard. You're listening to Ball State Softball on SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie. The bottom of the 5th coming up with Ball State due to bat.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. Heading into the bottom of the fifth, the score still 0-0 in Game 1 of this Ball State Northern Illinois doubleheader with Maya Peterczak due to bat. At the top of the order, I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside. What needs to happen for both of these teams to put something on the board?
I mean, for Ball State, it starts with getting a hit. They don't have a hit yet. They've had some walks. They've worked some good at bats. They've gotten hit by a couple pitches, but they haven't actually been able to get in that hit category yet, Brayden. I think once that starts, once they get that first hit, that'll be a little bit of weight lifted off their shoulders. They'll start to get rolling a little bit, and I think they can put some things up consistently and maybe put a run on the board.
And it all starts with the top of the order, Maya Peterczak. Batting .200 on the season, swings on the first. A short dribbler into the hands of the catcher, and it's a safe call at first base. The throw between Hartman and Matthews not in time. The first hit of the game for Ball State, courtesy of Peterczak.
The throw was in time. I don't know if Turner was actually on the base in time. I don't know if she had her foot on that first base in time. Difficult play to go over from second and to cover first base on the bunt like that.
Seemed like she placed her foot incorrectly. There was a bit of an awkward adjustment late from the first baseman Matthews, and that may have been the result of that safe call. Either way, Michaela Timmons up to bat, 12 home runs, 36 RBIs, a fly ball on the 1-0 pitch, safe into the second baseman Turner's hands. So there's the first out of the frame for NIU.
Timmons 2 at-bats in a row, just getting underneath the ball and not able to drive it out like she's usually able to. Right now needs to adjust that swing so she's not swinging underneath the ball.
That brings out McKenna Mulholland to try and continue what has been the best offensive inning, whether you like it or not, so far for Ball State. So we have a short stoppage here in play. Something going on in the NIU dugout. They were just waiting to get their first base coach out there.
It's got to be frustrating for Stewart to give up her first hit as a bunt.
Mulholland showing bunt, and it's caught in the air by Danielle Stewart. Quick reaction time from Stewart. Ran right up to the ball the moment she saw bunt.
If you're going to bunt, the first rule of bunting is do not bunt it up in the air. You got to get it down, because if you bunt it up in the air, you risk a double play, which could end the inning and kill any momentum that your team has.
Peterczak still at first, up to bat. Kara Gunter watches the first ball go strike into the outside bottom corner. From Patascala, Ohio, Gunter swings on the second, a throw to second. Not in time, or was in time, but out of place was Turner, crashing towards second base to try and catch Peterczak stealing. She makes it safely aboard.
Yeah, Maya doing a great job of getting a great jump out of first there, and either Powell or Turner went to cover the bag, so that kind of guaranteed a stolen base there for the Cards.
The 0-2 pitch way outside from Stewart. A 1-2 count. Peterczak, that's her second stolen base of the season, her sixth in her 2-year career as a sophomore. Gunter swinging on the 1-2, another foul to the back fence. Danielle Stewart's pitch count up to 81. It's a genuine question of how long we'll see her after this inning. But she's pitched pretty well, only allowed 1 hit so far. The 1-2 is swung on, sent straight to the first baseman, Matthews, for the quick out. So just like that, another scoreless inning. As we head to the 6th, NIU due up, as we'll see the top of the order, Jenna Turner, to kick things off. Or rather, Leah Nance in the 6th inning. You're listening to Ball State Softball, presented by SportsLink Digital, Victory Honda of Muncie. We'll return right after this.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. We are 5 innings deep without a single run between either of these teams. Ball State NIU game 1 of this doubleheader. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside Lukas. You brought a water jug too. You have a big one over there. You got a gallon.
I do.
So Lukas has a gallon of water. I have a 64-ouncer behind me. Both staying hydrated out here. I honestly haven't drank it much because it just makes me feel more cold.
Yeah, it's not, right now I'm not in good condition to drink a little bit of water. It's a little too chilly for me.
Nance up to bat for NIU. Watches the first pitch go ball. 1-0 count. With Ella Whitney still out there at the mound.
No, Brayden, we haven't seen an extra base hit here today.
Haven't seen much hitting at all. 3 for NIU, 1 for Ball State. Meanwhile,
all of those singles, and one of them a bunt single, Brayden.
It has been a slow offensive affair, despite the wind being advantageous to hitters on the left batter's box. Swung on this 2-0 count, and a safe ground out between Vandermark and Gibson, 3rd to 1st for the first out of the 6th.
Vandermark has looked really solid defensively at third base today. She had, I would consider a play at the beginning of the game where she should have made that play, but after that, she has been rock solid there at the hot corner.
Time called by the home plate umpire. Just wanting Danielle Stewart up to bat to step out of the batter's box real quick. Back in she goes. No one aboard, 1 out. Here at the top of the 6th. Pitch way outside and way high for a 1-0 count. Whitney's pitch count is up to 78. Both of these pitchers between Whitney and Stewart have seen a lot of action. That pitch down into the dirt, another ball, 2-0.
And Whitney didn't even start this game. She came in inning number 2. First inning was pitched by Severino for the Cards.
The pitch swung on, sent to Vandermark as she makes another defensive play. Catching it in stride.
Yeah, an easy play to make there for Vandermark. A soft line drive right at her. Didn't have to move too much. Excellent play. And another quick 2 outs. Quick first 2 outs, 2.5 inning.
So up comes Madison Matthews. Watches the first pitch go strike right down the pipe from Ella Whitney. Everybody's waiting for something to get going offensively. NIU hasn't seen a hit since the first inning. And a swung-on strike An 0-2 count already. Whitney trying to go 1-2-3.
That was a nasty off-speed pitch there by Whitney.
This is an NIU team that really needs a win. They're coming off their first win in 8 games. On the 29th, they beat Ohio 9-1. Before that, they lost 7 in a row with a 25-55 run differential. It's been tough uphill climbing for NIU to try and scrape away something in Mid-American Conference play.
They're hanging in this one right now. A lot thanks to the pitching of Stewart.
0-2 swung on. Called strike into the ground as Timmons couldn't handle it, but the safe throw to Gibson for the 3rd out. And just like that, 1-2-3 for Ella Whitney as we head to the bottom of the 6th with Ball State due to bat. We will see Ella Whitney herself up into the batter's box. You're listening to Ball State Softball presented by SportsLink Digital Radio. Victory Honda of Muncie will return after these short messages.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. The score is still 0-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ella Whitney due to bat to kick things off here in the frame. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside Ball State coming off of their first inning with a hit in the 5th. Trying to get something going off of that energy, but a strike there dished by the hands of Danielle Stewart to start it off.
We've seen that a lot today, Brayden.
I mean, it's been a pure pitching duel as the second pitch is fouled again over the press box. An 0-2 count. Stewart is still on a roll, nearing 90 pitches.
You know, pitch count isn't really a concern in softball because they pitch underhand. So pitchers can go and pitch almost every game if you really wanted them to, and they wouldn't be too much of concern.
Hasn't been concerning at all for Danielle Stewart. That pitch was a ball. And then a foul tip. Once again, ricochet caught by Hartman.
Hartman's helping out the home plate umpire that time. It looked like it was going to hit him in the back of the head, but quick flash of the leather there by Hartman, and she saved the home plate umpire. Something you want to do to get on the good side, on his good side.
And back-to-back fouls on that pitch as it bounces the Ball State dugout. A 1-2 count. That wind is really starting to pick up. It is cold.
It is very cold, Brayden. I've been shivering and shaking this entire game.
That pitch dished. A strike. Stewart catching Whitney looking.
Excellent pitch. Stewart has just been on it today, painting that outside corner, really using that wide zone to her advantage that home plate umpire has been given out today, and just a beautiful pitch, perfectly placed. It doesn't get much better than that, Brayden.
The 5th strikeout for Danielle Stewart. On a roll today with Caitlin Gibson up to bat. Or rather, we're going to see a pinch hitter here for Ball State as it's Ashley Lovett coming in. Watches that pitch go behind her for a strike.
You know, sometimes coaches will put in a pinch hitter when there hasn't really been much going on offensively, just to try to get a little spark, juice into the lineup. And I usually like that move, so I'm interested to see what Lovett can bring to the table here.
She's batting .500 on the season. She's only seen 3 games of action, started 1 time, 6 at-bats on the season, this being her 7th. She has 1 RBI, 3 hits. Watches that pitch go for a ball, 2-1 count. With 1 out, nobody aboard. Swings on it, and it's a base hit straight up the gap in second base. Between the shortstop and second baseman, so Ashley Lovett with her 4th hit of the season in her 4th game.
That's awesome. Coach puts you in. Offense hasn't really done anything at all today, and you come up with a big base knock. Get yourself on base. Only 1 out so far. That's an excellent play, and could, result in the Cardinals rallying here. Certainly a bit of momentum building for them just off of that 1 hit.
With 1 out, it's an opportunity to do so. A pinch runner coming in, Peyton Fox for Ashley Lovett, as she'll get a kind gesture from her dugout with her 4th hit of the season. Peyton Fox, a redshirt freshman from Hamilton Southeastern High School, redshirted last season, was an All-American Scholar athlete. Seeing just her 25th game of action this season. First pitch fouled over the left side, and it was close to going over the left field wall, but either way it would have been a foul. Into the batting cage as it goes.
And that is a bit of a lucky break for Stewart there. That's a pitch that she does not want to throw again.
Weaver swings on it. The throw back to second as a successful stolen base from Peyton Fox.
And it seems like today for NIU, they haven't been able to throw out runners at second because the second baseman, shortstop Powell and Turner, have just been slow to get over there. And maybe from the cold, it may be, I don't know what it's from, but they're just way too late to reacting to get over to cover the bag.
0-2 count and caught swinging. Maddie Weaver, a tough out. The 6th strikeout for Stewart. And with 2 outs, a runner on second, an opportunity for Katie Vandermark. The empty pitch up high for the ball, 1-0 count. Peyton Fox showing that she wants to steal again over at second. She's stolen 7 bases this season. That pitch high, another ball, 2-0.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere there at second. It's 2 outs. She's in runner scoring position already. A single would almost guarantee a run scored here. So Vandermark's just got to put one into the outfield, try and find some grass, and that would result in the Cardinals taking the lead. So Vandermark in a tough spot here, but she could really come up big for her team. Has got a good count, 2-0, hitters count. See what she can do.
Riley Hartman meeting at the mound with her pitcher Stewart, and there's another ball, 3-0 count. Stewart struggling a bit here in the 6th inning. This is big for Ball State.
I'm giving her the green light here. I want to see her swing.
Doesn't swing on it, but it is a ball and a walk for Katie Vandermark.
Yeah, that's a situation in the count there where if they're just going to put one down the middle just to get a strike, I'm swinging. With the situation that it has been today with the offense not really showing up, it being 0-0, you got 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. I'm saying green light. There's one right down the middle. Go ahead, turn and burn.
First pitch, a ball up high and out of the glove of Hartman, but not a struggle as she gets it back immediately to prevent Fox from even thinking about stealing third. A 1-0 count, 2 outs, runners on second and first. Urban 4 home runs this season, 20 RBIs, and a strike dished by Stewart on the second pitch. 1-1 count, 2 outs. The score still 0-0. The pitch down in the dirt. The steal to third, and it's off of, I don't know what happened there. That ball ricocheted straight up into the air as Hartman was throwing. That might have ricocheted off of the bat of Haley Urban, if I'm correct. I think that's what just happened.
It might have hit her in the helmet.
It hit her somewhere, either the helmet or the bat, and it looks like it was the helmet as an athletic trainer comes out to check on Urban.
Well, she's got every right to be in that position. She doesn't actually have to move out of the way of the throw, so.
So Fox advances to third base, Vandermark to second, with a pinch runner coming in for Vandermark. As they're getting the wheels out there, Allie Noble, the redshirt freshman from Tucson, Arizona, now at second base. Two pinch runners out there for Ball State. Peyton Fox at third, Allie Noble at second, with Haley Urban at the bat, trying to put somebody across home plate. Any hit will do. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Stewart, the pitch. Urban swings on it, strike. 2-2 count.
And Urban really, really wanting to get a hit here. Just gets a bit too aggressive, swings a bit outside the zone. Right now, you want to be aggressive but conservative.
Swung on, strike. Stewart gets out of the jam, and we are still scoreless through 6 innings. You're listening to Ball State Softball, presented by SportsLink Digital Radio. Kaylee Rampage due in the 7th. Hartman Powell to follow. NIU looking to get on the scoreboard.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Welcome back to Ball State Softball Stadium. Kaylee Rampage up to bat to start off the top of the 7th. Someone needs to score eventually, as we are 0-0 all between Ball State and NIU. I'm Brayden Carroll, Lukas Thatcher alongside. That was a tough inning for Ball State, leaving 2 more runners on base and coming up empty. As it's been slow, it's been sluggish, and it's been a tough one for both of these teams.
Absolutely, and right in that past inning for Ball State, at least they were able to get some runners on. That's something that they haven't been able to do really much of at all besides that first inning today. So able to get some runners on in scoring position, but again, not able to capitalize. That has been a theme of today, is not capitalizing with runners in scoring position for both teams.
Both defenses have been on fire. 0 errors, 0 runs allowed. Whitney still the pitcher out for Ball State. She lets a ball go high to start it off against Kaylee Rampage. Somebody's got a dog out here.
There's a couple of dogs out here today.
Bring your dog to softball day?
I guess so.
It's got to be cold for them. Although they have a fur coat.
Yeah, they have fur. They're kind of cheating.
They're probably feeling just fine.
I wish I had fur right now, Brayden. I really do. It's very cold out here.
2-0 count. As Rampage just gets out of the way. 3-0.
Only an hour and 41 minutes into this game, and we're already in the 7th, Brayden.
It's been quick, but it could extend to be a long game, depending on whether or not these teams can put some runs on the board. The 3-0 pitch is a strike as Whitney gets ready. Try and keep this at-bat going. Up high, and it's a ball. Rampage safely aboard to first base. Now bring up Riley Hartman, a junior who is one of the more productive bats on this team this year. 12 hits, 2 of them being doubles, 5 RBIs on the season.
And IU third base coach calling time and going to huddle up with Hartman, who's currently up at bat, and Powell, who is on deck, along with Rampage, who is at first base. So just getting a quick talk in right now. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, you're only guaranteed this frame. You have to understand the situation, I assume. This is critical for NIU to put something on the board. Try and get some cushion.
We could see a little bit of a trickery, a little bit of trick play or something from NIU here, maybe.
See what Riley Hartman does. A runner on first. And it's a bunt fouled. Maybe that's what they were meeting about.
Yeah, I think she's going to try and place down a bunt here. Or at least is going to try until she gets to 2 strikes.
It'll be tough now that Ball State knows what may be coming.
Corners are in for the Cardinals.
Hartman batting 182 on the season. Can she get something here? Showing bunts again. That one's high for the ball.
Great job by Hartman to pull back that bat and get the count now to 1-1.
Kaylee Rampage in position to run immediately in stride off of first if a hit gets by here. And there's the bunt. Slow, caught up, and out. Gibson coming from first. Mulholland from second to make the play. Rampage safely gets to second, but there's the first out of the frame for Ball State. That bunt was a chopper that really didn't do much.
Well, that was exactly what Hartman wanted to do there, just placing the ball down that first base line, so then the Cardinals have to field it that way and make the play to first, able to move the runner over to second.
So that brings up Lena Powell, who watches a strike go by to start off her at bat. 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position, being Kaylee Rampage at second. 0-0 score here at the top of the 7th. Ella Whitney, the pitcher, sends it up high for a ball. 1-1 count. The wind chill's really starting to kick in here. It's actually heated up, 47 degrees now, but feels like 36, an 11-degree wind chill. The pitch swung on, sent, foul.
Wow.
Left side, that one, the wind again playing in the action. That without wind, that may have been a base hit right down the left field foul line. Instead, it's a 1-2 count and a tough break for NIU. A great hit by Powell, just caught too much of the wind.
No doubt, with less wind there, that is a double, an RBI double for Powell.
And another foul to the left side, this one more shallow over the top of the Ball State dugout. This is a frustrating day for offense. For all of the batters, it's been tough. NIU with 3 hits, Ball State with 2. Whitney, the windup, the pitch to the outside, and it's a ball. 2-2 count.
Great eye by the Huskies shortstop. Powell with a big opportunity here with the runner on, 2-2 count. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. I mean, this is just such a big opportunity here. She's able to put one in the outfield. It could turn into the winning run of the game.
Swung on and mishandled by the first baseman, Gibson. Wow. Diving for the ball, lost control of it, and Mulholland couldn't get to first in time to try and make the play.
Really tough play for Gibson over there on first. She had to dive and backhand that one, and then she just stumbled trying to get back up, and that results in Powell being safe at first. Corners now, the runners in the corners now. And for the Cardinals, if they're able to turn a double play, that would be huge for them right here and get out of this jam.
So Rampage at third, Powell at first. Kayla Estrada, the pinch hitter, up to bat for NIU. 1 out here at the top of the 7th. A big chance for NIU. Whitney trying to get out of a difficult jam. Pitch into the dirt for ball 1. Ball State calls time, and there will be a meeting at the mound. Helen Pena herself coming up to speak with the infield and with Ella Whitney.
Right now, if you're Kayla Estrada for Northern Illinois, your job is to put the ball in play. But the one thing that you can't do is put the ball in play to where it's going to roll into a double play. So right now, you want to put one into the outfield and at least allow that runner at third to tag up and get home.
The wind catching 11 miles per hour. It's a 4 mile per hour, 3 rather, increase from first pitch. Started this game at 1:04 p.m., 2:48 right now. It's been a quick one. NIU trying to make it quicker. Estrada batting right. 1-0 count, 1 out, runners in corners. The windup, the pitch, base hit, doesn't get by the shortstop. The throw to home is not in time. Rampage is safe at first. Powell safe at third. Runners in corners again, but this time NIU has a lead.
Wow. What a play. The Cardinals had Rampage at home. They just were not able to I believe Vandermark fielded that. Vandermark didn't throw the ball in a good spot for Timmons to get the tag down because Rampage hesitated from third going home, decided late to go, and still ended up working out for her as now it's 1-0 Huskies.
Brutal for Ball State, going 6 innings without allowing a run, and then the final one, potentially final one, NIU finally cracks the scoreboard. The fourth hit could be the decider. That brings up another pinch hitter for NIU. Natalie Miller, number 27, the freshman from Wisconsin, up to bat. Former 3-sport athlete in high school, played basketball, volleyball, and softball, earned letters in all 3 of them. In fact, she was second-team all-conference in women's basketball at Ozaki High School in Fredonia, Wisconsin. So she's up to bat. A left-hand hitter with runners in corners for NIU and a 1-0 lead over a Ball State team that has been on fire defensively until this stretch. Whitney trying to get out of the danger. Pitch down the pipe, strike. Whitney trying to play prevent here. A tough situation, already given up a run, can't give up another hit. The windup, the pitch to the outside, and it's a ball. A 1-1 count, 1 out. Elena Powell at third. Estrada at first. Another pitch sent to the outside and another ball for Whitney. 2-1 count. Uphill sledding in the 7th for Ella Whitney. The 2-1. Sent to the shortstop. Throw to home is not in time again. Powell safe. Second run of the 7th. And another base hit for NIU.
Aggressive play defensively by Pierre Traxine to get the runner out at home. Powell beat by the throw, but able to get underneath the tag. And aggressive base running ends up in the Huskies' favor as they now take another run, 2-0. Brayden, that's excellent base running by Powell to be able to get under that tag.
A base hit and an RBI for Natalie Miller, her first of the season. And that brings up Jenna Turner. To the top of the order, NIU goes. Whitney with runners at second and first. Again, trying to get out of this tough situation, deals a strike to start off this at-bat. NIU catching fire in the final inning. The windup and the pitch. Turner showing bunt, but a ball goes right by her. 1-1 count. First base coach for NIU talking with Ali Rodriguez, the pinch runner for Miller. Planning the strategy. This one is swung on and sent left for another foul ball that somebody will have to retrieve, as I'm sure they're running out of softballs out there. Is somebody gonna go get it?
Yeah, I think so.
They're pointing. I don't think anybody wants to do it, but somebody's going to get it now.
They've been grabbing the other ones.
1-2 count, and it's another ball to the outside into the right batter's box. A 2-2 count.
Yeah, Brayden, it's interesting that we've seen a lot of balls fly out of play and haven't seen that many put into play today.
Wind picking up here in Muncie, Indiana. The pitch swung on and fouled to the right this time into the NIU dugout. Or into the fence, rather, protecting the NIU dugout. A 2-2 count with one out. Runners on second and first. Two pinch runners in Morera and Rodriguez, respectively. Jenna Turner, 8 RBIs this season, looking for a 9th if she can get a hit here. Swings on it, pop fly, up to left field. Gunter's there for the catch. And that's the second out. Everybody stays on base.
Gunter having to deal with that wind out there. It's difficult to be able to tell where that ball is exactly going to end up at. Does a great job reading it and securing the second out of this half inning in this top half of the 7th for Ball State.
So they'll bring up Leah Nance, second in the order. Batting .214 on the season, .241 on base percentage. Doesn't have an RBI yet. Looking for one here perhaps to extend the NIU lead. Meanwhile, Whitney just trying to get out of what has been a nightmare 7th inning.
That may be who's hitting. Now it seems like they're going to bring in a pinch hitter maybe.
They will. So Leah Nance will not be the hitter here. So we'll get a number on who this is. It's going to be number 12, Casey Quick, for NIU.
Quick, a senior.
A senior who, by the way, finished 4th at the NFL's National Punt, Pass, and Kick National Championship. At one time in high school, or middle school rather, there have been some famous participants in that. Troy Aikman swung on, pop fly, and caught safely by the second baseman Mulholland to end the top of the 7th. But let's not take it to break because I want to talk about this.
All right,
more.
let's talk about it, Brayden. I'm very interested, by the way.
The score is 2-0. Ball State up to bat next with NIU taking that 2-run lead. But the punt, pass, and kick national championship, do you know what that is? Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I am familiar with it.
Troy Aikman, Dan Marino, Colin Kaepernick, Andy Reid, Pat McAfee, all people who have competed in that. Add Casey Quick into there, the senior for NIU. I want to know, how do you think you would fare in the punt, pass, and kick competition?
I think I do pretty well. I think I do admirably, but I don't think I do as well as Andy Reid did because I've seen that famous clip of him doing it, and just how much bigger he is than all the other kids is awesome.
He was a big kid.
He was a big kid.
He was a really big kid.
And it's really interesting to see somebody outside of the world of football have participated in that and do pretty well. So Casey Quick, very, very interesting factoid about her that she was participated in that.
I think, personally, I would not do very good.
You don't think so?
No.
I think you do all right.
I was a punter in high school, so I got that down. But I was not a good kicker in high school. I could onside kick pretty well. In my opinion, the best onside kicker on the team, that being a group of 4 people who could kick. and I was the worst kicker overall. I could make a PAT on occasion, but kicking just did not come naturally like punting did. Passing, I probably could not throw farther than like 25, 30 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not.
I think you could do better than that.
I don't know. Maybe now I can.
Maybe you can get some lessons from Casey Quick. Maybe she can teach you.
Maybe. Back then I was like $160. Now I'm up to 200, so I could probably throw a little farther, a little more arm strength, but I'm still probably getting diced up by Casey Quick.
Well, good news for the Cardinals bad news, first of all, for the Cardinals is that they're now down 2-0. Good news is that they have the top of the order up to begin this last inning and last attempt for them in this game.
More bad news, though. Danielle Stewart is still at the mound for NIU. She has been pitching a beauty today. 7 strikeouts on 108 pitches. As that 108th is a ball given to Peter Zach. But she has been on fire.
She's got the opportunity to get a complete game shutout right now.
Another ball there, 2-0 count, but she has been fantastic this season as a whole. This would be her 3rd complete game and her 2nd shutout if she can keep it a goose egg for Ball State. This would be her 3rd win of the season as well. That pitch down the middle for a strike. A 2-1 count now for Peter Zach. Ball State has had 11 games in a row with over 5 hits, in danger of ruining that streak, but there's a pop fly into the center gap, and it's over the wall, a home run. Wow, Peter Zach, the energy brought out in the final inning. Big time.
Well, it took a little bit of time, but both these teams now putting runs on the board here in the 7th inning, and what a way to lead off the 7th inning where you're trailing by 2 runs, then get a leadoff home run by Peter Zach, solo shot, and that brings the deficit to 1 for the Cards. Brayden, that is such a big way to lead off this inning for the Cardinals.
The wind blowing east-northeast, maybe just enough north to help that ball get just over the wall, and Peter Zach, her first home run of the season, makes it 2-1 and a big opportunity for Ball State.
Pitching change now coming in for the Huskies. What a game Stewart pitched, though. Just 1 big hit able to knock her out of the game and ruin her attempt at a complete game shutout.
A great affair for Danielle Stewart. Just a tough pitch to end it right there, and a great home run from Maya Peter Zach to get Ball State on the board in the final inning with a chance to tie or win. Still 0 outs here with Peter Zach being the first hitter of this inning for Ball State. So that brings up Taylor Mackin for NIU, a freshman hailing from Minooka, Illinois, and Minooka Community High School, where she was a member of a team that was conference, regional, and sectional champions her senior year. She recorded 107 hits, 19 doubles, 2 home runs, 37 RBIs as a hitter in high school. She's emerged as a pitcher now for Northern Illinois. This is her 7th appearance of the season. She started 2 times. She's made 1 save. This would be her 2nd if she can get NIU out of this frame for the victory.
Trying to come in and shut the door on the Cardinals, but she has certainly got a difficult obstacle ahead of her to begin her day pitching-wise, with Michaela Timmons stepping up to the dish.
12 home runs, 36 RBIs on the season for Timmons. Sent straight to the shortstop on the hit, and it's a quick out. Another great play by Powell, throwing to Matthews, and Timmons comes up empty.
Excellent play by Powell defensively. That was a hard hit ground ball by Timmons, and Powell able to field it with the palm of her hand, transition it quickly to throwing, and threw an excellent one across the diamond to get Timmons for the first out.
So that brings up McKenna Mulholland. She watches the first pitch go by for a ball. She has 2 home runs of her own this season, a .471 on-base percentage. Going up against the freshman Mackin. Swings on the second pitch, strike called.
Really good off-speed pitch right there, getting Mulholland swinging over it.
Has to be intimidating. Going up against a two-time All-MAC player, but unfazed. Wow. The pitch, the hit sent straight back to the pitching mound, and Mackin's there to throw out to first. Unfazed by the veteran Mulholland. And Mackin is 1 out away from her second save of the season. And a big win for Northern Illinois. Kara Gunter up to bat for Ball State. Everybody is the last chance at this point. A 1-0 count. First pitch of ball into the dirt. Second pitch swung on, a base hit down second base. Mackin not getting her glove out in time off the mound to make the catch. And Kara Gunter is safely aboard at first, representing the tying run.
That's an excellent piece of hitting by Gunter. Got a pitch that she liked, was able to take it up the middle, hits it hard enough and in a good spot to where she's able to be safely on first right now. Keep this game going for the Cardinals, and that's really the name of the game right now for Ball State, is just to keep this game alive.
And that brings up the pitcher, Ella Whitney. Called for the strike on the first pitch. Whitney has been hit by pitch in the fourth inning, a fly out in the first, but a base hit there, her first of the game in between third base and shortstop. Nance prevents further damage in the outfield, but it is a base hit single for Ella Whitney, and maybe some payback after giving up the runs in the seventh. She's at first, and Kara Gunter at second. The tying and winning runs. Caitlin Gibson now up to bat for Ball State. A meeting in the infield for NIU. Critical juncture here.
This Ball State team refusing to die right now, Brayden. They've got some life in them right now. That dugout's certainly starting to feel a little more buzz around there than there was earlier.
So Caitlin Gibson pinch hit in the last affair to Ashley Lovett, who earned a single in that sixth inning. Now Gibson's back out there. She's been struck out twice. Coach Pena showing the confidence in Gibson to get it done. First pitch of ball, second one as well. A 2-0 count. Taylor Mackin, the pitch, swung on, sent to the shortstop, mishandled this, the throw in time. Yes, it is. NIU gets the out, and that's it. Coming up clutch. Gunter was heading home with a chance to tie it, but again, Powell, the big play at shortstop. The ground out and the victory for NIU. They are back in the top 6 in the MAC standings. They win game 1 of this doubleheader 2-1. Scoreless through 6 and exciting down the stretch.
What a finish to the game. It was a bit dull to getting up to that point, but at 7th inning, both teams really turned it on, and what a way to finish it. Powell bobble at shortstop, throws on to second, and a really close bang-bang play is called out by the field umpire, so that will do it. And the Cardinals drop the first game of this doubleheader here today, Brayden.
Big-time play for NIU. The home run given up to Peter Zach at the top of the 7th, bottom of the 7th, excuse me, but start of the frame, and then a big-time save by Taylor Mackin, the freshman, to close it out.
She's able to shut the door, and now both these teams are going to move on to game number 2.
It'll be an exciting one. Certainly Ball State looking for some vengeance after giving up that game. And I'm sure looking up at the scoreboard and seeing those 6 scoreless innings stings for both of these teams, but especially for Ball State coming up short at the very end.
Absolutely, and for Ball State, this is a game that right now, with another game remaining today, you're just going to kind of ignore this one and kind of try and move on to the next one and kind of continue what you had going in that 7th inning for both teams and want to come back in game number 2 if you're the Cardinals and definitely take that win. You're going to want to try and split this series because this is an NIU team that, Ball State probably expected to come in and sweep, but did not do that in game number 1, and now they got to take care of business in game number 2.
And maybe the difference here was 11 runners left on base for Ball State compared to NIU's 7. Leaving that many players on base, it'll do you in every single time.
That's not a recipe for success. The way that it works, you want to get those runners on base for sure, but the main goal is to try and get them into home, and they weren't able to do that until the very end of the game, and it was too little too late. So for the Cardinals, they're going to drop this first game of this doubleheader.
So that'll do it here for game 1. We'll end the stream and then start another one as we get going for game number 2. About a 30-minute break until we get there. This game lasting 2 hours and 2 minutes from 1:04 p.m. to 3:06 p.m. NIU wins it 2-1 over Ball State. Both teams had 5 hits. The winning pitcher is Danielle Stewart. She had a doozy through 6.5 innings. Ella Whitney earns the loss, and then Taylor Mackin coming in for the save for NIU. Thanks for tuning into this game. We'll see you in just about 20 minutes for the start of game number 2 between Ball State and NIU. The Cardinals fall to 21-9. NIU improves to 9-20 and gets into the top 6 of the MAC standings. I'm Brayden, Carroll, Lukas, Thatcher alongside. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in to game 1. Hope you tune in.